Hello everybody, welcome to another update episode of USA in 90 Days on the Strokes Not Drugs channel. Rachel and I have been doing so many different things around USA over the last few weeks. It's been pretty hard trying to update people online just with our fast pace and our lack of internet access. So in this short episode, I look forward to sharing with you some really cool things that we've been doing from day 23 all the way to where we are now on day 43. Here we go. If you missed out on the last update video, you can click here to see some of the things we shared with you from Rapid City. Between Rapid City and New York, where we are right now, Rachel and I have done so many things, so here we go. We went through Mount Rushmore, and it just brought back a whole bunch of memories from the films Richie Rich, seeing the faces up on the side of the hill. There onwards we went towards Sioux Falls, where we met up with our new couch surfer friends, Rob, Robin, and Ryan, who happened to be staying there at the time. They showed us around Sioux Falls, which was really awesome, and we had the chance to catch up and play Mario Kart in the morning, which I thoroughly enjoyed. On the way towards Minneapolis, we ticked over the 150,000 mile mark on our Toyota Corolla, which was quite a milestone. On the next full day in Minneapolis, we got to catch up with one of Rachel's friends from YouTube, and we just got to chill out with some of his workmates outside, which was really cool. We went over Mississippi River and we saw a dead raccoon, as well as going over to the biggest mall in America, which is the Mall of America. It's so big, in fact, it has a theme park inside, which is really awesome. Traveling along towards Oshkosh, Wisconsin, we got to meet up with our next couch surfer friend, Amy. She was lovely, she had a cool house, and we got to walk alongside Lake Winnebago with her, which is really cool. So this is Amy and also one of our other couch surfer friends who happened to be there at the time, and he's from Brazil. We headed on from there onwards towards Chicago, and I was particularly excited about coming back to Chicago because I visited this place in 2010 and got to meet some of my friends Joe and Bucky. But this time around I got to see my filmmaking friend from YouTube named Mike, and it is just a lovely opportunity just to finally catch up with him and stuff around with our cameras, and we got to share a deep dish pizza, which is like a traditional dish in Chicago. We went to a place called Giordano's, which is awesome. Also finished off the night at World of Beer and got to introduce them to some New Zealand beers as well. The following day, Rachel and I went into downtown Chicago, and we enjoyed just seeing some of the better known sites within Chicago. Like the Bean, we went down towards Navy Pier, and we went for a swim in Lake Michigan, which was awesome. This is something I've been wanting to do for such a long time now. And then later on in the afternoon, we went back down to Naperville to go see some of my friends, and we took part in something which was out of the ordinary, I guess. My friends in Naperville recently had a passing amongst their circle of friends, and their friend who passed away had a car which was identical to the one that we have bought in California. And so we decked out the car to look the same, in good remembrance of our friend. And so we painted the rims orange and we put stickers all over the car, and yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool to take part in that, and I'm glad we did it. And I also got to meet the friends and family who were affected by Matthew's passing, and they were quite touched by the experience as well, so it was really cool. The following day, it was Rachel's birthday. It was her 24th birthday, and we went down towards Six Flags, which was so awesome. We only spent about 5 hours there, however, because we felt quite sick after going after some of the rides, and we're so hungry, and we decided to go back downtown, and we went to a place called Illuminati's, and I got to hang out with our host, Brendan, and also my long-time internet friend named Mike. And this guy has been producing music for the internet for such a long time now, and he puts it under a Creative Commons licensing system, meaning anyone can use his music in their videos and creative works, provided they attribute that he created it. And so it was lovely to catch up with him after having used his work in my own videos for the last 3 years or so. The next day we said goodbye to our host Brendan. Rachel spent the day downtown doing some girly shopping and went for a manicure, and I went into Naperville to go see some of my friends again, and Michael took me on a really cool tour around Naperville, just a bit north of Chicago as well, to go see some of the film locations that John Hughes himself had used in some of his films, like the Breakfast Club High School, which has now been turned into a police station, as well as the Home Alone house. And we were daring enough to go knock on the door and ask if we could go have a look around, but kindly declined by the person who's the new owner of the house. The following night was our last bash, and we had a really cool bonfire outside and just played with fireworks and fire and did a cook-up, and I pulled out my fire poise, and that was really cool. So it was sad to say goodbye to my friends, but we had to move on towards Toronto and dash across to Canada before it was too dark. While we were in Toronto, Rachel and I went downtown, we did some shopping. One of the memorable things to see in Toronto was the Kensington markets. There was some cool food, there was cool artworks, there were cool performances and dances and games, and I really enjoyed just being part of it all and capturing it on my camera. We spent 3 nights with some new friends, Joel and Julie, and their baby Emmeline, and we got to spend one of the days making a movie with them as well, making a small story about how the baby was growing out of babyhood and was giving up their dummy. And we spent the day just going around the city and developing a bit of a story about how Emmeline had this relationship with her dummy, and finally in the last few moments of the film she ties it to a helium balloon and sets it off over the skyline of Toronto. And I thought that was really beautiful, and I look forward to editing this video for you guys later on. Following after Toronto, I got to catch up with one of my good friends named Katie Sporton. In 2010, I got to meet Katie for the first time when I went to go see my friend Samu, who was an internet friend. And Katie lives in New York State, and she took us up north towards Rochester to a place called Nick Tahoe's, and we had garbage plates, which was a thing of Rochester with greasy food, but it was delicious, and got to pick out an ice cream in the afternoon and just watch some movies and fall asleep to that. The following day we went down towards Boston, and it was bucketing down with rain, unfortunately, so we spent the time just going down to a movie and then headed off just to the northwest to see my friend Jasmine, who's from Auckland. The next day we went back into Boston. We got to see one of Rachel's friends, James, and it was cool to walk around the city with him and have some ice cream and just talk about New Zealand for a bit and how how Kiwis are perceived in America. And we dropped him off at the airport while Rachel and I continued to go walk around downtown Boston for the day. We went down towards the Quincy markets. I went to the Cheers restaurant where the TV show Cheers used to be filmed at the pub. I had some New England chowder, and then following after that we went towards a free Shakespeare in the Park performance, which was incredible. It was just shy of 3 hours long, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. A very convincing performance, very well staged, very well put together. Following after that, we made some friends of a friend of a friend, and they allowed us to stay with them at their apartment for the night, and they were very good to us, and we went to meet them at the pub and did some karaoke and played pool and all that, and that was really fun. After that, Rachel and I went down towards New York, and we booked in at a place called the Y, or the YMCA, and we are now here in New York for 5 days. We have been doing and seeing so much stuff since we've been here. So just to cap off some really cool things we've done so far, we've gone for a really cool walk around Central Park. We went to the Guggenheim. We went to the Fifth Avenue Apple Store. We've been down to the Empire State. We've been down towards Times Square in both the day and the night. We've attempted to try go down to the Ground Zero location where the new memorial towers are being built, but we'll have to do that another time. We've been down towards Wall Street. We've gone down towards the Exchange building, New York Exchange. We've been to South Ferry through Battery Park. We've been over to Brooklyn to go see one of Rachel's friends, Anna, and had some pizza with her. Other than that, we've just been anywhere and everywhere between these locations, drinking lots of coffee, having lots of snack foods on the side of the road, and I bought 2 boxes of Hershey's chocolate, each with 36 bars for $25 in total, which was a steal. Oh, so it's been an utterly fantastic time so far, and it's just moving at such a fast pace. I'm glad I've taken the day just to just bomb out and do nothing, apart from just sitting on my computer and just sharing these memories with you guys and organizing my video files together. Thank you for spending the time watching this very long video, and please do stay in touch, do keep in contact, and do subscribe to Andy on YouTube, which is youtube.com/Andy, which is where I'm posting my daily vlogs, or close to daily, to keep you guys in the loop of what's going on. They're not edited, they're just off the cuff, at arm's length vlogs that I share with you guys, and I've been appreciating the backwards and forwards conversations that have been coming up out of these experiences with you guys online. So please do keep it up, and don't forget as well to message us on USA 90 Days on Twitter. Before I go, one thing I do want to say, however, is that Downunder Worldwide Insurance has been sponsoring us on this trip in the form of travel insurance. And I just want to say to them again, thank you so much for being able to provide us with this awesome service. I really encourage you guys to see what Downunder Worldwide Insurance is all about by visiting their website at duinsure.co.nz. They offer all sorts of different packages for whatever your needs are with travel insurance, depending on your budget or intensity of your travel. By all means, regardless of which country you guys are from, I would encourage you to check out their website and do a quick quote online. Thank you again so much, keep in touch, and thank you so much for watching. See ya!